Good afternoon. It's certified broadcast meteorologist Erika Martin with Weather Co-op, where weather meets community. I'm so excited to get back with you guys and discuss everything that's happening across the nation. When we last left off, we were seeing the expiration of tornado watches across portions of the Central Plains, Southern Plains, but now we're back on because we have other tornado watches that have been issued by the National Weather Service and a tornado warning also issued, and it is right along that Arklatex region. It's on the border of Texas and Louisiana. So we're going to get to that in just one moment. So before we get there, I want to show you what's happening. You can see here that we have New Orleans at 80 degrees, Houston at 77. We're about to go into some severe weather tracking in just one moment, but I want to give you kind of an outlook here as to what we're seeing temperature-wise. And as we look at our map here, that does include our severe weather outlook, guys. This is what we're going to be talking about for the next couple of several minutes, maybe a few hours. All right. And here we go. Okay, so we can see here we have this tornado watch. It has been issued by the National Weather Service. Center of low is moving up and along the Central Plains there. It's a really aggressive low that cold front is starting to push through. And just as we anticipated, those tornado watches and tornado warnings would be issued later in the afternoon hours. Between you and I took a quick nap because I was up so early tracking. And then I got up and now I'm spunky and just as energized as ever to give you more updates when it comes to these storms. So now let's go ahead and get a better image here. Can we? Okay, there we go. This is what I wanted to show you. I'm going to do something very quickly. I'm going to remove our radar and I'm going to actually just leave our wind profile, and I'm okay with our satellite. You can take a look at the center of that low pressure that's just moving right along Wichita. It's going to continue to move northeastward, eventually making it up into the Ohio Valley and impacting some areas along that region. But I want to focus here on this alert issued. Once again, I'm going to hover in quickly. Here are two tornado warnings that have been issued. So then you're going to see I'm going to have to pull up some of our sweeping radar attributes. Okay, for right now, let's highlight these. Okay, and let's get going here. Here we have our tornado warning that has been issued in effect for the Houston Galveston area at 3:02 p.m. CST. So remember, 123, we're 1:06 p.m. here. It's in effect until 3:15 p.m. and I've got to get right onto these quickly. Here's another tornado warning issued, started at 3 p.m. in effect until 3 p.m. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove that. I'm going to get rid of our satellite. I might get rid of our wind particles. Let me clear these two off here. Guys, this is really urgent right now. These are really strong storms. We also have severe thunderstorm warning. If you look at that hatching right around that Galveston, Houston area, can you see that bright orange? That would be an indicator of a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm just going to assume here that we're tracking these guys right here, okay? These line of storms, or this line of storms with these embedded supercells. There you go. So these are the ones that very well could go tornadic, and this is what we're going to be tracking for you very closely. Can we see here why there's a little bit of a delay on one of our video streams here? Okay, here we go. So do you see how we have that influence of the moist, warm air from the Gulf, and then it's actually meeting up with that colder air mass as that cold air mass sweeps on through. Let's go ahead. Let me get these going here. Okay. All right, so now we have where that cold air is really starting to meet up with that warmer, moist air, and it's just lifting it, moving out of the way. So I want to go ahead and take a look at some of the features here and start changing some of the signatures that we have. So here is our radar. I'm going to remove that. I'm going to get our sweeping radar up. I don't need the radar right now per se. What I do need is the sweeping radar, okay, because this is what's going to give me the signatures. I'm going to leave the wind profile up. I'm okay with that for right now. It's not bothering me. Some of you, if you want this off, you can definitely keep me updated. But you can see here that what we're looking for now are items on our sweeping radar that would include, come on, I need this to move a little bit faster. that would include our reflectivity, our 3D volumetric precip type, and velocity. Let's look at our velocity here. This is going to give me a really good idea of what we're looking at as far as these particular cells moving across this area, which included look like Corrigan, Jasper, Buna, Hardin, Beaumont. Not getting that up there. Let's see if I can add a different radar. Let's see. Let's see what's here. Okay. Go back to reflectivity. All right, for some reason we're getting reflectivity and precip type. I think this will be okay for now. We are seeing a few other items here. Storm track these quickly. Let me add on a couple of items that I like to show you guys as well. We have our tornadic early meso hail and strong storms. All right, it looks like the storm that we're watching is this guy right here, okay? Let's focus on this guy right here. All right, moving through, I'm going to take off of my sweeping radar. I'm going to remove the precip type. I'm just not interested in that right now. I just want my 3D volumetric reflectivity. All right, this tornado warning is expanding. This is the cell that we're looking at right here. As you can see, that's moving through. Let's see the cities exactly, what we're getting here. It's just northeast of Hardin. What other cities do we have here? West of Kuntz, east of Shepherd, east of Cleveland. We do have tornado warnings that have been issued by the National Weather Service. These have been expanded. They're in effect until about 3:15 p.m. These will likely go tornadic. We're going to have to keep a very close eye on these right now. Let's take a look at some of our local storm reports. See if we can get these at maybe a 1 hour interval to see what we have reported. Maybe a last hour here. Okay, so nothing yet, but this is what we're looking at here. This is the signature. I'm looking to identify anything that is rotating. We definitely have some rotating cells right here. I want to see what we're looking at here closely. Okay, as I look at some of the local towns, Votaw, Thicket, Bragg, you guys are in the line of a potential tornado. Lelavale, this is the group here that I'm tracking within this storm cell. Let me go ahead and look a little farther north and east. This is a really strong storm cell here, and we're going to see who else is in the line of this. Village Mills, Dallardsville, you're just to the northwest of it, but Village Mill, you might be in the line of something, so you want to take shelter right away. Bragg, Lelavale, Thicket, Votaw, Fuqua, and let's see who else. Saratoga, Batson, just to the east of it. Moss Hill, you're in that severe thunderstorm warning area, and this is where we have the biggest concern for tornadoes. We are also tracking this cell right here. This one's already rotating. Browndell. Who else? This one looks really strong right now, guys. And we're just waiting to see if we can maybe just get this pauses at now and see what we have here as far as this. Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're going to be watching. Brooklyn, McElroy, Horton, Browndell. Let me zoom in a little bit closer, see what other cities we have here. Here we go. Did you just see how that flashed through? Okay, so now we know we're getting some really large hail. This is Titan impact range between 2.6 to just over a 5, might be a 5.2. This is a strong storm here. Let me zoom on in. This one likely will be producing. This is what we're going to be looking at right now. Let's see if I can get a closer town here, guys. This one's really of interest to me right now. So this is the storm cell Browndell. You guys really want to be aware of what's happening in this area as we Brookland and McElroy, but I'm trying to get the city right under here. I might have to zoom in a little bit closer to see what I'm getting here. I might have to tilt just a bit. No worries, guys. We got to get this city, okay? The closest city. This is what we're looking at. Horton, Browndell. Give me a second. Browndell. Give me a second. Browndell, Texas. Okay, here we go. Where are we here? Hang on a second. Okay, so Browndale, Texas. Let me look at what's just to the east of what just to the west of it. This is a Creek RV. Okay, so this is an RV lodge area. It's called the Creek RV, Tiger Creek Lodge. You guys are in this area. Brooklyn Lakes. It looks like this is a resort area. Okay, so an RV area. So you really have to be mindful, Browndell. If you guys are anywhere, so Brooklyn Burger Barn, we've got Brooklyn Lake Sam Rayburn KOA Holiday, Tiger Creek Lodge, the Creek RV, Alizan Outfitters. Guys, this is a really strong storm. This one's very alarming. This one very well could go tornadic. At this point, we have our Doppler radar on and our sweeping radar as well. Let me head back to this one over here and let's see what we have going on in what towns. Bragg, Lelavale, Thicket, Village Mills just to the north and east. All right. Votaw, Holy Grove, and this one again, we are back over here in Browndale. Pineland, let's see what else we have. Looks like this is expanding. Alrighty. Yep, we're still tracking these right here. Let me quickly remove my wind particles for one moment. Let me quickly remove my sweeping radar. We now are back to a tornado watch. Okay, so now we're back to our tornado watch as issued by the National Weather Service for this area here. So I don't have any reports right now of any tornadoes, but we definitely do have some hail. As you can see, it looks like large hail as well. We're still under a tornado warning in this area right here. This is going to be of interest. You see how we're getting it once that radar sweeps around, that sweeping radar, it's going to come around. As it does, let's get that maybe last 15 minutes, okay? As it does, what you're going to see here is the there you go. Do you see where that gets black and it kind of just empties out as far as the color? It just goes to black. That right there is the area we're going to be looking at. So Thicket, Bragg, okay, right there. This is where we're going to be looking at right here, okay? So let's do our storm tracks once again. Let's see what's happening here. Maybe we'll lower our priority here. Thicket, you very well could be seeing something right now as we get a look at our radar sweep. Doing a great job here, by the way. Let's see which one we do have highlighted. We have our Shreveport, Louisiana. And what else do we have on? That's actually it. That's doing a great job right now. I'm pretty excited about that. So I've got to make sure I give them a shout out and give them a call because this is doing a great job here with our 15-minute radar sweep. Okay, so now let's tilt this back. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if we can get any idea of what this one looks like. It's we got to watch this one very closely. Let's do a slice here if we can. Let's see what happens when we slice this in the vertical. Okay, so right now what we have are, we have cumulonimbus clouds as high as looks like 70,000 feet, okay? Just over 60,000 feet. So maybe 65, 70,000 feet. This is in that area with the tornado warning that has been issued by the National Weather Service. So please be advised. This is what we're tracking right now. This is a very strong storm moving through here, okay? So we're going to watch this very closely. This is the one area that remains under a tornado warning. Let me do a quick update to see if we have any other ones. I'm going to go ahead and just try to make my way across here to see what else we have here. Up and along. We still have to stay in Texas here. We were in Browndale. Now, Browndale, according to our data here, we have an updated version with this particular product. It looks like you're under a tornado watch, no longer under that tornado warning. You definitely are getting some good size hail. Okay, so that's something that I want to make sure that you guys are aware of. You can of course get damage with hail, so very important to note. We very well could get some very strong damaging winds. So let's go ahead and yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? So we're getting some really strong winds right now. Let's look at the wind profile. Okay, let's see here. So we have Browndell, Texas. Okay, we have a couple of items that we're looking at right now. You still have your tornado watch. We are okay. All right, that storm cell has fizzled out. We're going to go ahead as we continue to take a look at this guy right here. This is the storm that very well could go tornadic next. This is still a tornado warning, and as we go ahead and tilt this back, and let us remove, if we can we do that? We might have to undo this. Let's see here. Okay, we might have to tilt again. Okay, let's tilt this. Okay, yeah, we're back at 65,000 feet maybe, as far as these clouds go, and you can see how that storm is absolutely growing, probably 70,000 feet right now. So this will be the next city that we're looking at very closely. Let's see if we can get rid of this one particular item here, and then we're probably just going to have to head back to it. I'm going to have to clear it and then go back. Sorry guys, this needs to reset. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to copy and paste. I'm going to make a mirror kind of image of what these are. Copy a twin, if you will, of what this is here. Let's go back to this product here. Let's go ahead and hone on in those towns, because as we saw there, we did have a really strong storm. This is another Shreveport. It looks like the Shreveport airport is making a statement as well. I'm not surprised because of all these storms that are moving in that direction. Let's focus on the cities right now that are getting slammed by the storm cell. Now, these cities include, give it a second, Bragg, Leelavale, Thicket, Votah. Let's go with our storm tracks right now. All right, let's go with our tornadic early, meso early, hail strong. All right, let's zoom on out just a little bit. This is what we're looking at right now. We also see we're not seeing any rotation just yet. What we are seeing, do you see that blue in there? That like pastel blue color? Okay, that is giving us the density of the liquid. So do you see those two yellow, like the arrows that are going up into the cloud? Okay, there's your updraft, and it's sustaining the liquid long enough to create, for everything to coalesce and then to come together and got accretion there. Everything is coming together, and that blue that you're seeing, that's actually the density of the liquid in that storm cell. Okay, so that's really important to note. That's giving us a sign that, yeah, we've got hail. These are pretty big hailstones. Wouldn't be surprised if they're grapefruit size, but for now, we are definitely we're definitely tracking this particular cell that's impacting, moving through this tornado warned area, including Bragg, Thicket, Votah, Thicket. You guys are right in the thick of it. Leelavale and Fuqua. Who else? Village Mills, you're just to the northeast, but Votah, Bragg, this is where we're going to keep an eye out, okay? You guys are under that tornado warning issued by the National Weather Service, and we need to make sure that we're looking at the tornadoes that may possibly any rotation. This is our area of interest right now. For now, our area of interest is this storm cell, but we're looking more at the potential for major wind damage, strong wind gusts, and that hail that of course can cause a lot of damage as well. Now, I've yet to see anything else that could give us any indication. We did at one point see that it looked like, maybe it was Bragg, was it? Bragg looked like it was in that line, was it? Let's see, Thicket, okay? But we're gonna continue to watch us very closely. And let's go ahead and just give ourselves a 15-minute loop. We don't need anything else right now. We're good with 15-minute loops, okay? We're seeing some rotation right around that area that we saw earlier. That was it, Brandell or something, Brookland. It was Browndell. Okay, let's zoom in a little bit closer. Look like Browndell, Brookdale, McElroy. All right, we are getting some rotation. These are under a tornado watch. These cities, look at what's happening here, how everything is expanding east, northeastward, Shreveport. This is likely, it looks like an aviation. Yeah. So aviation warning, this is going to be in effect until 3:30 p.m. local time. So for another 6 minutes for you. The airport has a weather warning that has been issued for the Shreveport Regional Airport. Thunderstorms and wind gusts that really could cause damage. We're getting some rotation just to the north, close to Spring Hill. Special weather statement issued here with wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. Radar indicated. Okay. Excuse me. So you can see that the tornado watch extends through Martin, Jonesboro, Houston, Winfield in Louisiana. And we're going to continue to take a look at what else is being impacted as far as what other cities, okay? We need to, Colfax, Manny, Anacoco, Fort Polk, Natchitoches, Alexandria, DeRidder, DeQuincy, Pleasant Hill, Mansfield, Martin, Ringgold, Jonesboro, Stonewall. Let's zoom out a little bit here. All right, definitely have lots of reports of this tornado watch that's expanding. The tornado warning still includes this area here, the storm cell that we're tracking, right? This guy right here. This is what we're tracking just southwest of Bragg. Let's see if I can get a better, closer city. Sometimes it does too. It's a little thicket. Okay, thicket. All right. And now we have this other storm cell in Dayton Lakes that's continuing to move. I mean, you can see what's happening here, right? Do you see the rotation? Do you actually see the tube of air, if you will? All that air is moving up from the south, straight from the south, from the Gulf. There is your frontal boundary, and that frontal boundary is swinging on through, and it is absolutely not jiving with that warm sector. And this is what you're getting all up and along the Mississippi River Valley into the Ohio Valley. And this is going to be the story through the Tennessee Valley. And it's going to continue to be a story for the next couple of hours. All right. We've been going for about 23 minutes and 20 seconds. We'll go for another minute and a half. Then we'll take a break. But right now, we are tracking the potential for this area here to maybe give us one tornado. We are seeing some rotation. We're also seeing the density here. So this is my Bill product that I always like to include. You guys know, oftentimes when you track these with me in real time, you will see that I'll include a liquid density product, because I want you to understand that we are tracking, of course, at this rate, what we're tracking is the potential for any hail to really become super dangerous. We're not talking about dime size, quarter size, we're talking about like baseball size, grapefruit size hail. But we still have this tornado warning in effect. Let's see what time it is, has been extended through until, well, it's in effect until 3:15 p.m. local time, but we're already at 3:30 almost local time. This might be expiring right now. Do you guys see that? That red? Let's see. It might be expiring. Let's take a look at it very closely. Or it may have been extended. Let's go ahead. Let's highlight that one more time. This is why real-time tracking is so important when we're talking about this. Tornado warning has been extended. Okay, it started again at 3:26 p.m. All right, so here we go. Let's see. Tornado warning remains in effect until 3:45 p.m. So we will be staying live here until 3:45 p.m. This was extended. So at 3:26 p.m. CST, so a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Thicket. We talked about Thicket, guys. We were on this. We did not deviate. We stayed right on Thicket. This is where we are right now. Let's go back to, it's a radar indicated rotation. We are looking at our sweeping, actually, let's go back to our sweeping radar. I switched out to look at our, okay, we're going to look at our sweeping radar. We're going to leave it at 15 minutes. We're going to remove this, get this out of the way for you. We are looking at a couple of storms. This one farther to the south and west is not of interest. This is the one that is, okay? Let's see if we can get this playing for us, okay? So here we go. We're just going to do a 15-minute loop. Maybe we'll just do a 30-minute loop, okay? Let's just try to get a 30-minute loop here. Let's get this going and let's see what this is showing us right now, okay? We're definitely seeing, this is the area of interest here. We tilted it. We saw that the clouds were towering at about 65, 70,000 feet. Okay, here we go. Let's go back to Thicket. Thicket is right in the thick of it, as we were saying earlier. There's Thicket, okay? We're going to move a little farther northeast, okay? This is the area that I'm interested in right now. So Bragg, let's see what other cities we have here. What else can populate? Sometimes if I just tilt it a bit, it'll give me the information, okay? Don't worry, we're just going to wiggle this around till we actually get this close to cities. See, some of these areas, what I just looked at, are RV parks, okay? So these are kind of those areas that people are just going to enjoy a day. Hopefully not today. Hopefully they would have gotten the memo. Hopefully they would have been tuned into Weather Co-op, of course, where weather meets community. And it's all about your community. And this is why. This is why I created this. This is why we are focused on decentralizing the way you receive information. You've got to receive information in the way that fits best for your messaging. I can't deliver messages in weather the way old-fashioned linear media does. We've got to report the weather to you the way you receive this information. All right, guys? So we're going to continue. And we're going to make sure that we're continuing to give you the updates. This is the area of interest right here. All right. So we're going to stay focused right here. Now you can see where, yeah, this is pretty much going to be the area of interest here. Let's look at our local storm tracks quickly. Impacts, sweeping radar. Remember, I believe we were keeping our Shreveport, Louisiana and Shreveport Airport. You guys are having concerns there for really strong damaging winds, and because we're seeing some areas that could become tornadic. There we go, up in this area. Do you see that? This is the Doppler radar we're actually using right now. This is how good this one is, okay? And I do think we'll be able to use this for the next couple of minutes, only because we're not seeing anything rotating near it. Besides some strong wind speeds and wind gusts, I'm not seeing anything else that could hinder this. And if we kind of go out a little bit, do you see why this is a good one right now? Do you see how it's actually giving us some good information? I have a few other ones on. Let me see if I can get one that's a little bit more local. I doubt it's going to give us a good, as good of an accurate of a reading, but let's go ahead and see which other ones we can pull up very quickly. So we're just going to see what other Doppler sites we can pick up very quickly, okay? Let's pick up, let's get this one out of here. Dodge City, I'll go back to you guys in a second. I'm going to go ahead with maybe Brownsville. I'll add that. And let's see which other one. I'll take off this West Palm Beach one. I don't need that one right now. Houston, we'll pull that one up as well. Why not? Let's apply these, okay? And let's see what we have. All right, let's get these going. So we have Brownsville and Houston. All right, so this is the guy right now. Okay, now we're back in action. I believe this is Bragg. Yep, just northeast, north of Bragg, northwest of Bragg. Look at it right here, okay? All right, this is the one that we're going to be looking at right here. This is the one that may go tornadic. You can see that they have extended the tornado warning time to 3:45 p.m. local time. All right, I'm certified broadcast meteorologist Erika Martin, Skyward Storm Spotter with over 185,000 miles of storm chasing under my belt, as well as a Weather Ready Nation ambassador. And this is the storm cell we are tracking right now. So we see that there's enough updraft there. Do you see all of the, do you see the wind right now? That's really, it's really getting a lot more aggravated, intensifying. Let's tilt this very quickly for you guys. As I said to you earlier, I wanted to show you something here. Yeah, cloud heights are really important. We're at 50,000 feet right now, okay? So this one seems to be simmering down just a bit, but we still have to keep an eye on it, okay? We were seeing 60, 70,000 feet. We're at just over 50,000 feet. We're still seeing a really strong updraft. We did see a signature. It was Doppler indicated. We are looking at our sweeping radar here. Let's get our sweeping radar going and let's see. Okay, do you see how it's moving now? Okay, do you see that? Do you see what's happening here with this storm cell? I really hope you guys are looking at this, and I hope you're sharing this with your friends. Be sure that you are sharing this information with everybody right now, because what we're doing is we're actually showing you the inside of the storm. We're showing you the updraft. We're showing you the potential for that tornado, that tornadic activity, that funnel cloud to even develop, right? And this is the storm we are tracking. It's just outside of Thick, right near Bragg, Texas. We're going to move towards Louisiana in just one moment. As we saw, Shreveport has the airport has issued a special weather statement, an aviation statement. So this is very important right now. Not surprising. We talked about this all day long, right? We're not worried about this. Let's go ahead and tilt off to the next product quickly. As I mentioned to you, I was going to have these back to back because these are, let's see if I can get this one to go a little bit quicker here. This one's got a little bit of a delay. Could be because there's so much information coming in, but I don't want to miss the storm cell right here. You guys, as I promised, I'm always going to be the first one to these storm cells in real time for you. Even though I'm not in that area, you all know we're based at the beach house here in Santa Monica, California. But my background is in operational meteorology, atmospheric science, and I study and am obsessed with extreme weather. And this is what we're going to track for you right here. Let's go back to our storm. Our live storms: tornadic early, meso early, hail, and strong. We're going to track all these. Titan impact range anywhere between 2.5 to about 5.1, 5.2 right now. This tornado warning, as you can see, that red hatching, that's been extended at 3:26 p.m. The National Weather Service extended it until 3:45 p.m. local time. Let's go in. We can see that we have that dense. Okay, I see what happened. Let's get back to our sweeping radar. Let's get these loaded one more time. Let's go ahead and load our Brownsville, Texas, Houston, Texas, and we have been liking the Shreveport, Louisiana radar site. Let's zoom on out very quickly and show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So this, let's get our sweeping radar one more time here. Is it going to give it to us? It's just been a little meticulous, a little fastidious this afternoon. That's okay. We're still going to track this one. We don't need that anyway. We've got a brain and we've got experience. All right, so let's go ahead here. This is what we're going to look at right here. Alrighty, we're over 60,000 feet. We're over 60,000 feet. Okay, so this is the area we were at. Thicket? Then we went to Bragg. Now we're at Warren, and we're going to continue to track this particular storm cell moving through the region. Minus 2 dBZs. Okay, so of course, if you understand energy, if you understand what this means, and if not, I'll give you all the information in just one moment. Right now, I've got to stay focused. This looks like my site. Hang on 1 second. Let me zoom on in. Let me remove that. We're going to go back to our tornado warning. Okay, let's tilt this one more time. We're going to go back. We're going to kind of go flat right now. Let's see if we can get this properties. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. This might be where we're looking. All right, let's zoom on into a city. Let's zoom on into a city. Let's see if I can get that removed. That's the one problem with this product. When you get these on there, even though it looks nice when you tilt it, you got to get off of it, and then you just got to like almost restart. Okay. So let's go back. We're gonna zoom on out. We're gonna have to stay on this product, guys. You're gonna have to bear with me right now. We're gonna stay on this product. We want to look at the height. We want to look at what's happening right here, right now, with these storm cells. We're over 60,000 feet with this one cell right here, and this is the one that we're looking at potential for any tornadic activity. Okay, let's go over our last hour reports, see what we've had locally. Yep, we have a lot of rotation. Jasper, Liberty, Cleveland, Lumberton, Zavalia, Onalaska, Lufkin. All right, this is where you got. We talked about Arklatex earlier today. I mean, you guys are no strangers to this. So I really hope everybody is heeding this. This is the storm. You can see that these clouds, wow, these towering clouds are not playing around. They're well over 60,000 feet. This is an impressive storm cell indeed. All right, so bear with me as I remove that and come back in. And again, remember, the reason I'm doing this is because I've got to reset these. I'm gonna make sure that for the next time, guys, when I set these for you, I'll have these already set with these, okay, preset. But because I'm doing this in real time and I'm giving you different values, this is why I've kind of got to reset these. Okay, so here we are. We're looking at that tornado warning cell. We're not going to get off of this until it expires. I initially thought, okay, we would stop at about 30 minutes, but no, we're going to keep going here. We're not going to stop until this warned cell is done. Okay, until this warned area. Let's see what we have here. Okay, let's go. Come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Let's just get this off of there. Okay, let's clear that off. Sometimes just like my brain goes a lot faster than my fingers. Okay, here we go. All right, get this radar off of here before I lose my mind. Okay, here we go. All right, tornado warning, and let's just look one more time. Whether this has been extended, Doppler indicated hazard, tornado, radar indicated rotation, which we're talking about already, right? Nick, no surprise there. Hello, we already have the information. Max hail size greater than 3/4 of an inch. We talked about this as well. You guys have to understand all of the updraft that we've been registering with a Titan impact range of about 2.6 to about 5.2. No surprise here, right? So this is why we are tracking this very closely for you. If you have friends in this area, you gotta let them know. Okay, let's go into the cities, right? Let's go into the cities right now. Okay, let's see if I can get this guy going. Yeah, this is just a lot of information. All right, I don't know why I'm getting that message. I don't care. Why am I even subscribed to that person right now? All right, never mind. Okay. You know when you get really annoying updates on X and you're just like, I'm just trying to get through my work here? Okay, so here we go. All right. Okay, let's get this updated here. Let's get to our cities. Here's our tornado watched area versus our tornado warned area. And we are still, let's see, take cover now, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building, avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself. And the concern we had here was that it looked like there was an RV park close by. Okay, so let's get off of this quickly and let's add our storm tracks very quickly, and let's take a look at our sweeping radar as well, and that's what we're going to stay on. Okay, so this is the storm cell. We've been talking about this guy. He's been kind of just hovering around here, and like we've just been seeing some really brag. So he moved through thicket, moving through Bragg. Next city or area that we're that's of interest to us. This might be expanded, guys. Okay, we're gonna watch this right here. Okay, we're gonna watch this very closely, and let me see. I might have to just quickly tilt this sucker. Can we get our satellite? Let's see if we tilt this a little bit more. See what else you're giving me. All right, let's zoom on out a little bit. All right. Okay, can we zoom on out? Okay, so right now we're at hail that's over 3/4 of an inch in size. That is big. That is dangerous. And I'm going to go shift the perspective here because I've got to just see what else is happening to the north and east, because remember, this is where things are going to start to really take off today. We're seeing lots of flood watches, lots of flood warnings, flash flood watches as well. You see how this is expanding here right along the Shreveport area, that northwest pocket of Louisiana, Shreveport, Arcadia. This is now giving us that special weather statement that's expanding, okay? So you see how it's moving north and eastward. Spring Hill, you're in the line here of storms. And now you can see how that cold front is moving in. This guy is still, okay, they're extending this right here. All right, guys, they're extending this. Here it is. Look what's happening here. Okay, there, it looks like it's a severe thunderstorm warning. And that's, as I mentioned, they're going to be extending this as the afternoon continues. They're not going to discontinue anything. They might discontinue one tornado warning, but they might extend it into something else, whether it's extending it in time, reissuing it, or extending it into your severe thunderstorm warn area. This is what we're seeing right now, including Spurger. Who else? I mean, if these pop, okay, Warren, Woodville, Texas. All right. This is where we are right now. Let's get our sweeping radar off. Let's get our satellite off. We don't need that right now. Let's just get our sweeping radar. Okay, sweeping radar is really important, especially, 60,000 feet. Do you see this? Okay, let's get this at about a 30-minute. No, let's get a 15-minute. Let's get a 15-minute. Let's get a 15-minute loop, okay? Let's just go ahead and do that quickly. We're at 60,000 foot clouds, okay? So the cumulonimbus clouds are towering. This is a big storm right now, okay? We're seeing that the hail is over 3/4 of an inch in diameter. So now we're seeing that this is the potential. This right here looks like it could be a major problem. Let's tilt this very quickly to take a look at those clouds. Alrighty. And now the tornado warning has been dismissed. Let's go ahead and confirm with a few more products that I have available. Nope, there's still one here. Hold on one second. There is one. Let's go flat again. There is one that's just buried somewhere in here. All right. All right. We're not gonna stop, guys. I know we're like, Erika, seriously. No, we gotta track it. I don't care. You know why? Because people's lives are in danger. This is serious. They have RV parks around here, guys. This is not funny. I've seen this. Like, it's just really so sad when you see what happens here. Let's see. Okay, on my end here with our product here at Weather Co-op, layered in our particular algorithm, we are expired as far as tornado warnings go, but we have a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued by the National Weather Service. Okay? So with that said, I'm going to log off for just a few minutes. We've gone for about 45 minutes. I'm going to come back. Give me about 10 minutes. Let me go grab a bite to eat. Let me go grab some coffee. I'm going to grab soda. I'm going to go get a Coke. I deserve a Coke. I don't ever really have Cokes, but I'm going to do McDonald's. You know what I'm going to go do? I'm going to go get McDonald's just like our president. I'm excited. Can I just ask you guys, I just got to have a little fun right now. Okay, did you guys enjoy seeing the nerd crew just power through the UFC fight? I mean, it was so amazing to see our speaker just like with his tie. This guy looks like he was probably the biggest nerd in like elementary school and high school, and he's getting the ultimate revenge when nerds get the ultimate revenge. All right? I'm meteorologist Erika Martin, a nerd, certified nerd, super pumped and super proud to be a nerd. I'm a certified broadcast meteorologist, Skyward Storm Spotter, and a Weather Ready Nation ambassador. I'm also the founder of Weather Co-op, or Weather Meets Community, where we are disrupting the way you receive weather, because linear media is dead. Legacy media is dead, and if it's not dead, it's dying. And if you don't believe me, why is it that all of those stations are now going digital across over-the-top mediums, right? So stay right here with us. We have some other great chasers that are out there. We've got some really great people on platforms. We've got the Simons, we've got Simon Brewers, we've got the Reed Timmers, we've got the real deal people who are out in the field doing the work. And we're not going legacy media. It's dying. You join us here on our OTT platform. We're gonna go ahead and redevelop the way you receive your weather information for you and your family, all right?